And we're back, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode. Now, in the last episode, we ended up buying this thing, which is going to be our GT250 car. And in between episodes, I've done a tiny little bit. So I've put some race tires on it, and I fixed the struts because they were heavily worn. But that's about it. And I took that dumb paint job off as well. That gives it that whole like rusty ass look. But that is not going to be the focus of today's episode. So in today's episode, I am going to do a little bit of a challenge that I want to include you guys in. So, the challenge is you need to go over to Joe's Junk and you need to buy a car, any car really. And I'm going to give you a budget of 7,500 and you've got to build the fastest drag car you can with 7,500. Now, that does not include the purchase price. So, for example, if you bought this Blue Buck, you would have 7,500 to spend after buying the car. But yeah, hopefully that's a little bit of a challenge that we can do. And yeah, just post it over in the Discord. It should be linked in the description. If you scroll down, you should see my little section on it. And just post it there. Post your times with it. But with that means we have to buy a new car. So let's get straight into that. And well, I was coming back from Joe's Junk, but it seems we have actually already overheated. However, here is our brand new car. This is gonna be it. So we got a little bit of a Moonhawk going on. It's not a lowrider. It may seem like it with the bounces, but it's definitely not. I'm not even sure if the door closes. No, it does not. That's great. That's good. But hey, we got a new mattress. That's good. And yeah, so we got $7,500 to spend on this thing, and clearly we're gonna need a radiator considering all of this overheating business. I mean, I can't even open the hood. Ridiculous. Joe, I want a refund, please. However, let's get this back to the garage and see what we can kind of do to it with the little budget that we have. And there we go, we got towed back. Still bouncing, unsurprisingly, but you know, we gotta do what we gotta do. But first things first, I need to get rid of all of this extra weight, like this dumb mattress, these roof bars. We don't want none of that. So with the power of YouTube magic, and just like that, it is all done. I got rid of that dumb paint livery that makes it look all old and stupid. But I also forgot to take off these roof bars. Now, I will say, I'm going to add a rule that we do need doors, we do need windows, trunk and all of that, and we are going to need a hood and lights. So you don't need bumpers. I don't like the bumpers on these anyway, to be honest, so I like taking them off. But with that, let's just go see what this thing can do with the drag strip. I mean, after all, we do need a baseline. So let's drive this ridiculous... Oh my god, what is this car? Hello? That's not suspension. I'm not counting that as suspension. Oh my god, that is terrible. But yeah, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by this monstrosity. Let's get into the drag strip and see what it can lay down. Okay, so I'm actually getting a tiny bit of motion sickness from this car in real life. That's insane. And we're already overheating, so we might actually have to wait a bit when we get here. That's unfortunate. Or I might just send it, honestly. Like, why not, right? Let's see if I can just build some speed and then turn the car off. My god, this is so bad. Okay, we coast up to the line. It's a start. So bad. Struggle starting, but that's no surprise. This engine does have over 400,000 miles on it, but let's see if we blow the engine. Oh, that ain't it, Chief. Oh my god, this is almost 60. There we go, 60 miles an hour. Piston rings are gone. Lovely. And across the line at 73 miles an hour. That was an 18-second pass. Wow. Not ideal. But alright, let's just start and get some power in this thing and hopefully a radiator. So once again, we are back, and yeah, that was embarrassing. 18 seconds is definitely not what I thought it was going to do. But we do have 7,500 to play with, and that's out of the question. So I think we're actually gonna have to stick with this 6-cylinder. That's not great. That's really not great. However, oh wow, we can't even add a long block. That's insane. Not gonna bother with any of that. Really? Nothing? What can we do with the seep stuff? Okay, so the cheapest seep engine is actually 3.8. But if I take off the exhausts, the trans, what else can we take off? That's almost there. We're at 5 grand. That might get us somewhere. If we add some nitrous, maybe? Well, that was 5.2, leaving us maths. 5.2 minus 7.5. That gives us $2,300 to play with. Now, what did I end up taking off? I have already forgotten. Oh, transmission. Okay, that's not bad. We can get a 4-speed manual for $350. Now remember, we had 2,300 left. That's something. It's not the end of the world. Let's see what we can do for bottom end. Nothing really. Wow, okay. So I do think we're gonna end up going... Can we do a turbo? No. It's gonna have to be nitrous, I think. A nice little cheap nitrous build. Oh, but I can't even get tires if I do that. Oh, that's not... Let's do adjustable. I'm not gonna include tuning. Tuning is not gonna be included, and I really... Oh, dual exhaust, get rid of that. Wow, that gives us so much more money. Huge. But we actually will be able to do some tires now. Question is, what do I go for? Something cheap and cheerful. We got some Adler rushes. I think these actually already come with pretty good tires. Yeah, 28x10 drag rear tires. I'm actually going to put these on because they're the same price and you can adjust the grip. Now, like I said, we're not going to be able to get a ton of power out of this car because of, well, it just won't like it. So, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see if I can finagle anything else. Do we have a radiator? Oh. We just might have to run without a radiator. That's fine, honestly. That's gonna be fine. We only need 1 run. We don't need to carry it on for too long. So, I think that's gonna be it, honestly. 75 kilowatts is more than enough. Let me add a ton of spring rate on the rear. And just deck it. That should be okay. Better. We don't have shocks. So we have to work around that a little bit. I do want a tiny bit of wheel slippage. So let's do some of that and see how it does. Hopefully we can actually get something out of it. Now, I can already tell you that this was like the worst choice of car. And I know you guys are absolutely going to smash me. But hey, who knows? I might even do a second car this episode. Just for fun. It'll be our little tester car. Oh my god, these shocks are so bad. Oh, I hate it. I hate all of it. Now, I also mentioned that we needed front lights, and I have forgotten to do so because that radiator support is expensive. But that should be alright. I think I am going to do a second build this episode as well. Just make it a little bit more interesting. See what we can kind of get our hands on and build for Maybe not a silly amount. I'm hoping we can get something for really, really cheap. But hey, here we go. Lining up. I mean, I'm gonna throw the nitrous on just because. But why not, right? We don't have a lot to lose right now. So here we go, lined up. Oh my god, we almost threw a wheelie. Oh, this actually isn't that bad. Other than the suspension. There goes our piston rings. What's a 13.9? That's actually quite impressive considering, I mean, the situation with this car. But yeah, let's send it back and give it another go with something new. We've probably lost a ton of money on this car also. I really hope not, but oh, that's not bad. We still have a little bit of money left. What's that? That's 13 if I sell the old stuff as well. That's almost 14k. Okay, not bad, not bad, not bad. But let's go shopping at Joe's Junk once more. And see what we can buy. Hopefully we can buy something good. So here we go. Let's see what Joe's Junk has to offer. Now, a Piccolina would be a ton of fun. I genuinely don't think we can get much more power out of that for 7,500. But there is a Grand Marshal, which does already have a V8 by the looks of it. And then we have the D series too. But I think I'm actually going to have to go for the Grand Marshal. So yeah, I'm thinking we're going for that. Let's just take a quick taxi trip over there and see what we're dealing with. Boom, look at this. And we've actually already got a taillight too, so we don't need to buy that. We got one tail light, one headlight. We're missing a window, but that's fine. As long as we got the windshield, I think we'll be good. And yeah. I'm actually kind of down for this. And we've got another sofa too. Add to our collection of random miscellaneous bits. Ooh. We got a bit of power going here. Hang on. That's not bad. We have like a full interior too. Nice. We got power windows too. So as we done with the last one, I am going to take this down to the drag strip and get a bit of a baseline. I think this is going to do a lot better than our Moonhawk. Because, well, I mean, we got 2 more cylinders and a hell of a lot more power. So I'll meet you guys there. Oh, piss. God, speeding fine, of course. In the worst car possible. I'm surprised they even have his license plates. So yeah, that's not great. But yeah, I'll meet you guys there. And we are reaching up to the drag strip. I decided to turn her off because it was getting really toasty. But we're here, and we still got a little bit of temperature to play with. So let's turn this thing on again and see what we can do. Get it staged. Perfect. And go. Yes, I know. Coolant is overheating. We're not happy. Now, I think the... Oh, there goes my pillow. Now, I think the Moonhawk ended up doing an 18.9. And I will say that this is not a lot faster, but we ended up getting a 16.3. A lot better off the line, but I'm pretty sure that sofa is ruining our aerodynamics. But let's get this thing back to the garage and get some work done. And here we are back at the garage once again. Now, straight off the rip, I'm gonna take this dumb livery off, I think. And then we're gonna need to remove that sofa as well. And I think, other than that, and a radiator, we should be good. I'm gonna add the front fender just for legal reasons. I feel like having that will benefit the aero a lot more as well, if that even comes into play. But yeah, $7,500 to play with. So let's get started with that real quick. So fortunately, we actually do have a radiator support, so this shouldn't cost us too much money. There you go, 319 plus tax, we can live with that. Now let's see what we can do for engine. So we have the 5.5, which is awesome. That actually gives us a lot of room. And with that, I think I'm gonna go for the ultra heavy duty and probably run turbos again. Not turbos, sorry, nitrous. I think we're gonna run a crap ton of nitrous and hope and pray that it doesn't blow up, because, well, I mean, you give anything enough nitrous and it will go boom. There we go. We have that, and our budget is at 4.4 right now, so that's not awful. Now I am gonna add a different box because the 4-speed automatic was definitely on its last legs, and that brings us up to 5. Now let's see. We don't have shocks. I do want some shocks. But they're quite cheap actually, so we're gonna go for sport shocks. So we're gonna treat this girl nice. And maybe even some springs, because why not? We have a bit of budget going. Next up, I do want some tires. Well, wheels and tires, ideally. And I think the draggers are probably going to be the best. Now let's go for the... There we go. The pro ones, because with the pro ones we can adjust grip. Not that I think we'll need it entirely, but I'm sure it will help. There we go. We actually don't have rear brakes either. That's incredible. We have front brakes. We do have front brakes. It's a start. And other than that, I think we're pretty much good. Now I am going to need to remove parts off of the car, obviously. But yeah, it's not bad. We can't afford a better transmission. We already have the adjustable race ECU thanks to this config. Because I know that he likes to throw a ton of bad things. Like he just lowers the RPM and then whatever, and it just makes it really, really bad basically, which is very fun. Oh, and we need a fender. Duh, we need a front left fender. So let me get that quickly. There we go. And that's perfect actually. That's right on our budget. Now, like I said, I'm not going to include the tuning as a cost, because it's just, I don't think it's very fair. But I think I'm going to add like 450 horsepower to it and see what it does. It might be too much, but we can have some fun with it, I'm sure. And then all I have to do is just remove some of the parts that we don't need. Just like that. And we also got rid of that dumb paint as well. I hate that thing. I hate it so bad. But let's see what this thing can do now. Oh, we're still smoking from earlier. So I am going to actually come back and reset the car, because that can affect your engine stats. It will sometimes think that it's still overheating and reduce your torque. So let me just put this back. And then retrieve it. Cool. Now we should be good. Fingers crossed. No, we're not. That's fine though. We'll drive slowly and then do what we need to do when we get there. But right now, it's driving a lot better. It definitely looks a lot better without that dumb livery. And don't get me wrong, I do understand that that livery does do a lot to like the lore of this car. But for this challenge, we don't really need it. So that's what I've done. Here we are. We have arrived once again at the drag strip, and I'm actually really hopeful about this car. I'm just hoping that it doesn't blow up, basically. But yeah, let's arm our nitrous and see what we can kind of do to it. Oh, let's line up. I'm actually really worried. I think I might have added a little bit too much nitrous. Jeez. Okay. This is so quick. 9.8? What? That's ridiculous. I was not expecting a 9.8. Not by any means. That's so fast. I tell you what, with that, I'm actually going to go back, give this more nitrous, I guess, and see if we... Oh my god, whoops. Let's see if we can get it a little bit faster. That's a really good time. That's a really good time. I'm actually going to show you guys a tiny little hack for getting to places like the drag strip really quickly. If you come over to the computer over here and discover the laptop, if you just go back home with your car, tow the garage. There we go. And then you set your car as a favorite, the car that you want to use. And then you just taxi to the drag strip, the drag paddock garage. You can actually just retrieve your favorite vehicle and it will be right here and ready for you. Saves you driving the whole way. But in terms of nitrous, I have ended up putting 700 shot in this. So that's a lot of nitrous. And we maybe should have invested in a bit of a wheelie bar, but it's too late now. So let's just let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can handle it. Line up. There we go. And ooh, that hurt. But we can definitely handle it. Wow, what the heck? An 8.6. And we can definitely do better than that too. But any more power and we're gonna have to add a larger bottle. So I think that may be it for this car. But the top end is insane. I mean, I think we hit like what, 160 miles an hour? And that's pretty good. But yeah, like I said, if you want to take part in this challenge, you can just like post it in my end of the Discord that is down below. And or you can just, if you don't want to, you know, go through all of the hassle, you can just kind of comment down what you did and what sort of times you got with what car. And that'll be accepted too. No prizes or anything, it's just a bit of fun. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. It's a bit of a longer one and a little bit of a messy one as well, but I enjoyed it and hopefully you did too. So as always, just like and subscribe if you've enjoyed, dislike if you didn't enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.